Welcome back to another 3D comparison video. This will be tips and tricks regarding SolidWorks. So if you ever encounter the following problem, for example, you're gonna zoom to fit, you're gonna see that even though I only have over here a sketch with the following dimensions and this added image, we're gonna see that over here I have this line. So due to the fact that I have that line over there, that's actually the scale tool for the image. SolidWorks will actually fit that within a selection, even though I didn't use that. So in order to adjust it, you can edit the sketch, you can double click on the image, and that will be actually the scale tool over here. So I usually don't recommend to use the scale tool in order to dimension an image. It's a lot better to add some sketches with the dimensions, and afterwards you can just scale the image according to your needs. But yeah, this is the problem, the scale tool over here. So if you're just gonna disable that, that will no longer be visible. And now, if I'm just gonna fit, SolidWorks will fit everything that is still being added within the part. So in this case, we have this sketch with the dimensions for the overall length over here of the hair trimmer and this image. Now, I usually prefer not to use the scaling tool due to the fact that this is quite buggy. And let's take a look over here. In this case, for this image, I can have it repositioned. But as you can see, I can no longer enable that. But let me just create a new sketch within the right plane. And I'm gonna add the same one over here, so which will be the side view. We're going to see that this will be a PNG, so I can add transparency from file. And this is that scaling tool. So the main problem with that is that you can't actually pick that endpoint. So you need to move the mouse closely, depending on the resolution of your computer. That will be in some cases a little bit tricky. So let's say that from that end, and over here, as you can see, this will snap over here vertically, but it's a lot trickier to use. So for example, all the way over here, I'm going to see that this will be the end. I can hold down shift like this, or you can just move it over here, and you will find the horizontal line over there. And now I can type in 200 millimeters because I know that I want that image to be 200. And after that, you can move it into position. But again, you see the problem, that scaling tool will still remain over there. That means even though I will move this into location over here, I can now hide the previous sketch that I added, which is this one, and now I only have the one currently added. Every time I'm going to rotate around, now the rotation pivot point will be somewhere in between those two. So it's really tricky to turn around and check the model. So keep in mind that you will need to disable that scaling tool. Not sure exactly why the SAR system didn't decide to just have this automatically disable after you do the scaling. So we'll no longer need to manually go over there and change that. But as you can see, as soon as that is being disabled, now the pivot point will go back over here. If I'm going to zoom to fit, this will zoom in really good. But just like I said previously, the main problem is that now you will still need to go ahead and slightly scale this. So this is why it's a lot better to just create a new sketch, have the dimensions that you intend for your design over there, and then just scale that image within that sketch. And at the end, you can just hide the sketch if needed. So I hope you enjoyed these tips and tricks regarding SolidWorks. I'm going to add my playlist over here on the left side. So if you enjoy this kind of content, you can also consider to subscribe. You're going to find the button over here on the right. So that's it. Thanks for watching.